This is your first gaze at the ether. Its majesty goes beyond words. A monument of calamity, a carcass of light and time, and also a weapon. Perhaps you should have a taste of this yourself, Sankar. Child of Originum. You still need some time.
Everyone! Oh, it's so nice to see you back. Our friends from the power plateau just arrived too. Victory is finally ours!
This victory belongs to everyone. That is for sure.
Now that we've reclaimed the power plateau, the threat to Valley 4 has been temporarily lifted. Back then, I promised you a welcome party, but never found the time to arrange it. And now we've got even more to celebrate.
After all these years, Edmund, you're still diving straight into the thickest of dangers, just like before. Your burden is way too much. Now, let us take care of the remaining work. It will be a major undertaking given the amount of blight we need to clean up.
Major undertaking indeed, Andre. You'll be attending that presentation meeting with me shortly.
Ooh.
But for now, let's set aside some time for a little break.
Hello and welcome back to Arknights Endfield, episode 17, Interlude. I call it that because we're basically at a checkpoint. We're in between stories. We're basically finishing the first part. And apologies because in last episode I mentioned that this was going to be a short one. I thought it was going to be 30 minutes, but there was more to it than I remembered.
I thought I could fight alongside the admin.
Well, you can, you still can.
I didn't really say I want it, but if it's possible, can I really be part of the crisis team?
Well, there might be a few people that have something to say about that.
I knew it!
Hey, don't worry.
They are withdrawing from Valley 4, but they're moving out fast and efficiently. I do not believe that they have been routed. It doesn't matter. The wolves shall grip them by their necks. I will keep in touch with Enfield. You can count on me.
So yeah, we're basically in the aftermath of the battle against Nefarith and her abomination that she summoned. Oh look, the Collins, brother and sister, and Mr. Crow. Let's talk to him first.
And Min, thanks to you, we held on and defended the power plateau with great success.
I
Things
still
have
can't
changed.
pinpoint your accent.
Plenty of little brats got themselves hurt. We even had to resort to the took order. HQ is definitely going to keep complaining about this. But they can gripe all they want. We made it! And it's not just at the power plateau. Everyone performed well at the science park and the Origin load spring too. A crisis can ignite our true potential, but it may lead us to hit back with excessive force. The worst is already behind us. It is time to ease off some of our emergency measures. No matter what, Valley 4 owes you a big one, Endman.
Endman! You turn out to be more than just a hero from the legends.
We grew up listening to stories about you. Our history textbooks devote plenty of pages to the Angloy War. Fabian decided to join the Security Bureau because he wanted to be someone like you. A hero who can turn things around.
Eliza, when is our next patrol scheduled?
Huh? Oh, we can start any time.
I'm afraid we'll have to take our leave, Endman. Oh, thank you.
Maybe you're not so bad, Mr. Collins.
I was still thinking about what happened back then. Yeah. When Perlica called me to rendezvous at Valley 4, I never expected to run into so many things. The Bone Crushers, the giant Angelos, and Tata. I'm only starting to realize the reality of what we've been through. It seems that we did save Valley 4. All thanks to Tata. As well as Perlica and you, Enmin. Am I right to say that? Tata is a friend and companion. And so are you, Enmin.
What's up with that second option? What does this have anything to do with the
Alright.
leave request? Sometimes the dialogue options here are a little bit weird. But anyways, never mind that. I'm actually very excited for this episode. Because again, we've basically completed the first part of Enfield and we're now headed to in a completely new direction. And just checking, there's no one upstairs and you can only talk to one of the pairs that you find. No option to talk to Wolfguard, it was just one conversation. Alright, let's talk to Chin.
Things are finally settling down, Administrator.
And the hub base looks busy again, Director Jin.
Yeah, the worst of the crisis is now behind us. There's a lot of work we need to sort out with our friends at the UWST. I read all the reports before you arrived. Feel free to talk to me if you have any questions, Endman. According to scouting reports in various areas, many bone crushers have left Valley 4. But there are still pockets of enemies near the Ether test site and the research center. We Enfielders will work with the UWST to strengthen local security measures. The UWST is a massive organization that sustains the Civilization Band. Once the industrial mothership hears about Valley 4, the place will quickly receive all sorts of aid and support. However, now that we know the landbreakers got themselves involved with the Ether, I'm afraid both the UWST and TGCC will start looking into this.
The rebuilding of Valley 4 is a major undertaking. Endfields can't do this alone. We should wait for the UWST to catch their breath before talking to their lead monitors.
I agree. Thanks to the AIC factory built by our Endmen, production and scientific research throughputs have been restored at the hub base. Our major undertaking shall begin at this very site. Here, take a look at this. It's Andre's rebuilding management plan for the hub base and the surrounding areas. His analysis is very optimistic. With AIC support, restoring the hub base will be fast. A single season will get us back to pre-disaster capacities. Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, I recommend taking a short break for now. It's true, we have many problems, but we shouldn't exhaust ourselves, right?
Right you are.
Endman, do you have a minute?
I'm sure.
Maybe we can take a breath together. Just us.
Oh, yes, sure, absolutely. I'm just kidding, but yeah, Valley 4 is effectively secured.
That terrible rift in the sky is finally gone. How's your body holding up, Endman? You're pushing yourself too hard. You've been fighting ever since your awakening. It's not just your memories. Your body's struggling too. Every time you wake, you would lead us as a true hero. But most people fail to realize why you would always return to hibernation.
Return? To hibernation? So you mean I do that several times?
How could I not worry? You're the only one who knows the entirety of the Zeroth Directive. But right now, we have no choice but to execute the parts we grasp to the best of our abilities. I kept questioning myself if my decisions would disrupt your plans, or how I should explain the complexities of the situation to you. Everything happened so fast, and so suddenly.
Do I lose my memory every time I do that, or just the last time?
The Angoloi, the landbreakers, and the Blight. The scars they left on Valley 4 will take quite a while to heal. If we hadn't deployed the Protocol Automation Core, this crisis would have dealt us a far more terrible blow. Fortunately, we insisted on pushing the project forward. You once mentioned that victory with devastating costs is not what you seek. We shall restore what was damaged in battle, and rebuild what was lost in disaster. The Protocol Automation Core shall provide the foundation we can build upon. We shall build bridges to each other and unite our strengths. Valley 4 is just the first step of the PAC deployment program. Endfield shall bring it along as we traverse the civilization band and explore every corner of Talos 2. This peace might not last, but for now, let's just gaze upon this burgeoning land.
I do have one question. How do we get down from here? So, we're basically taking a breather
There's still
here.
plenty of blight to clean up near the power plateau. There's a lot we can do before heading
To the Dijon, yes. Because now we got another
back to
algorithm
Dijon. Yvonne isn't
expansion
here.
chip.
She might have gone back to the Originium Science Park. Perhaps we can talk to her about our next move.
Yvonne, okay, sure. We can go talk to her. She's not gonna be happy about the prototype, about Tata. But, yeah. Anyways, look, we basically have a few quests left. And once again, I'm sorry because I did say that this was going to be a short one. I thought it was going to be 30 minutes, just basically that introduction, and basically the end of this video. I forgot there was a little bit more in between. And don't worry, I'm not gonna clog this with irrelevant stuff, secondary quests that are not that important, because I'm going to show a little bit about the third outpost that you unlocked in Power Plateau. Well, you didn't unlock it at this point. You can unlock it after this. That's also why it's important to do a few secondary quests, because that way you discover those new outposts. There's one there in the Power Plateau, and you want those regions in order to expand your AIC factory, which is really important for Valley stock builds. And Valley stock builds are really important because they help you get better stuff for your characters, better gear. Better gear means better damage output, better quality of life, easier missions, etc, right? So I'm just gonna show that very briefly. As you see, there were other quests for characters like Yvonne, Gilberta, Levantine, and Wolfguard, and I still can't do them because I need to finish this part of Enfield. Chapter 1, Process 4, the Conference of the Four. That sounds very interesting. Right now I'm looking into a mysterious signal. Right after that I'm going to be unlocking Conference of the Four. And about this quest, as you can see, it says 3 days, 13 hours left. That was the amount of time that was left on Yvonne's banner, and I thought they were going to expire, but that was a little bit misleading. They don't expire, so if you ever see a timer on any of these character quests, don't worry. It's just signaling the change of banner. The quests will remain there afterwards. But I did rush to complete them before the banner change, and they were awesome. I think there's gonna be one video per quest. Now, let's go see the Power Plateau outpost. And look who we found here. She sounds familiar, she looks familiar. Well, of course, she's been there since the beginning, but this is where you officially meet her in the Enfield world. And she's part of the Power Plateau outpost, the reconstruction site, I think it's called. And again, to spare you the details and a really long and kind of tedious story, and in fact a little bit awkward again, just a few details about it. It's just to reconstruct the power source for Valley 4, because yes, Enfield is doing its part with the batteries and everything, but we need a more stable source. And in the middle of all that, the two people that were placed in charge by Mr. Crow, they were just having drama and discussions between them. It's not a fun quest, but again, you just needed to develop your AC factory. You need more space. You should get the expansions and the depot bus. This is the moment where you first deploy the sub PAC. Let's take a look at it. and it just spawns out of thin air. I actually really like that. And once again, well, you can keep it like this, but I really recommend that you expand all of these territories, because as I'll show probably later on, just building everything, or at least what you can in these spaces, is not enough. If you really want to make more balanced builds, which we already established their importance, you want to optimize the production of certain items, and they require a lot of space. So that's the main objective. That little building over there, it's gonna be growing and eventually turn into the power source for Valley 4. Kind of restarting the project of the power plateau after the incident with the rift and Nefarith, right? So once again, just do the things. This outpost, in fact, doesn't have tower defenses. If you didn't like that one, there's a plus for you. If you liked it, then I'm sorry, but the other defenses in the station and the refugee camp, they're still there. Let's check on Yvonne to see what's this about, a mysterious signal that we received. Oh, she knows.
Perlica? Endmin? I was about to head out and look for you.
There are still plenty of active blight patches in Valley 4. We would like to hear your opinions on dealing with this.
Yeah. Active blight can be a real bummer. But we got a bigger problem. I detected an ether energy signal in the vicinities of Valley 4. It's weak, but there's no mistake about its existence. The rift has just disappeared, so we're getting some ambient disruptions. We got plenty of noise in that signal. I need a reading that's cleaner and more precise. Ah. Tata's onboard detection module happens to be the best tool for the job.
Wait, so she doesn't
Yvonne,
know?
The thing about Tata is that...
Well, it's alright if Tata isn't here. Don't worry, I figured out an alternative. Listen up. The Protocom signal tower should have Tata's scanning log. I can use that data to compare and filter out interference and noise. However, I'll need your help connecting to the signal towers. The positions of the scanning will also affect the results. Hence, I'll need the data from both towers.
Yvonne, Tata is...
Oh, come on! Stop being so wishy-washy. Your protocol synchronizers can handle field data transfers just fine. Get going, chop chop!
Now, she knows, but she's in denial. And I feel like she just wants someone to tell her. But Perlica and Chen are just dancing around the subject, and the game isn't giving me the chance to tell her. But yeah, anyways. I mean, Yvonne's a smart person. She's a grown-ass woman, and she's a scientist, so she should be able to just take it. We should just tell her a prototype got destroyed. Look at that, 2 Evans. Someone else joined me with an Evan so we can make the trailer canon. Remember that part of the trailer where there are 3 Evans in that lab, in that research center? Anyways. Here we are, Protocom signal tower.
We've connected to the signal tower.
I'm on it. Synchronizing timestamps and resetting the signal codes. This will take a while. I'll need you to maintain the connection for a bit.
Back then, the Blight and Landbreakers showed up here. If we failed to stop the creeping Blight, it would have blocked our access and support to the other areas.
Tata almost shut down here. Thank goodness you helped out on time. We wouldn't have made it to the power plateau otherwise.
And it's all because Andre messed up with the... I'll let it go. That old boy owes me a lot of lunches. I'm just... Fine. You're right. The next step is to connect to the signal tower at the Origin Load Spring. Really appreciate your fieldwork out there. I'm getting data on my end. This plan is working out great.
Yvonne, we need to talk to you about a few things once this is over.
Jeez, what's got you so serious? Just focus on the task and complete the positioning process.
Yeah, she doesn't like to talk about sad stuff. It's the vibe that I'm getting. So just tell her directly or don't beat around the bush, as they say. Right? Anyways, we're currently trying to find a new counter to the Ether, since we no longer have the prototype. And Yvonne seems to have a solution for that. That's why we're kind of re-scanning the Protocom signal towers. Oh, look at this. This is my zipline system that I made in the Origin Load Spring. I didn't show you that before, right? But I think it's pretty efficient because it goes to all the rare resources that I have available here. This one hasn't finished growing, only 4 mushrooms, I think, out of 6 that I had at that time. I can now get a total of 8. From this zipline that I just went through, I can go and get the other materials in that cave. Here I can go and get the other plants.
Something dangerous is up
ahead.
He who suffers frigid output.
He wants a piece of me. You'll try.
Don't get hit by this!
My prayer.
All shall mend!
I really like this thing. I must say that I did replace Snowshine for last ride because I wanted to apply cryo
Hope you're not
faster.
tired, Mr. Dally.
Ah, you're back! Wonderful! I never had the chance to properly express my gratitude. Thank you for saving my friends.
It's only been a short while. You sure you don't need more R&R?
I'm okay for now. The shockwaves in Angeloy made a royal mess of the Origin Load Spring. We gotta fix the infrastructure, and clear the roads for the supply trucks at the very least. Thanks to you neutralizing the local blight, we were able to jump right into rebuilding. I've lived here for ages, but I've never seen anyone wipe out the blight like that. Everyone's real curious about how you pulled that off. Having tech like yours would make our survey and SAR work a lot easier.
Yeah.
In any case, such advanced tech wouldn't reach mass production anytime soon. I just hope the UWST can strengthen its partnership with you, Enfielders. Once again, thank you for everything you've done for us. I gotta run and check on a few other places. Feel free and do your thing.
Data retrieval success. Oh, my Talos. You guys really went through the ringer, didn't you?
The Origin Load Spring had to deal with massive blight formations. Tata played an instrumental role in helping us reach the power plateau on time.
I gotta start analyzing all this data. Oh, come find me at the lab.
Good work out there, people. I'm almost done here. Still analyzing and sorting out the data. Filtering will be done in a bit. I used the time to come up with a solution to your active blight problem. Oh, if only I could kick off projects first and worry about approvals later. Hey. Success! This time, I've added a novel design feature that I've never tested before. I'll load this up to your proto-syncs. Time is short, so I skipped a few verification steps. You can treat this as a temporary test component.
So it's basically a small version of Tata for the wrist. Right?
Because I applied a new game-changing idea. The component is directly powered by the protocol Originium, while amplification by the proto-sync would achieve the desired blight scanning feature. I also optimized the power conduction process and eliminated the overly bloated redundancy.
the blight patch is about 50 to several hundred square meters, this should totally work.
Okay, so scan blight. But can it deal with ether rifts?
Okay, it isn't capable of dealing with rifts, but the characteristic data sets we collected, the protosync can now perform some basic functions. Well, I guess I've spoken more than enough. The best validation is through proper hands-on experience. Let's head downstairs. There is a low-power simulation device underneath the research center. We'll need it to perform our test run. Follow me.
Right, yeah, I think it was being too optimistic, hoping that it could also close rifts, especially if it's a miniaturized version in our proto rig. But yeah. At least we should have it, because there's still blight around.
This device is special. It simulates blight wavelengths to quickly make globs of blight. Careful now. I did say simulate, but blight globs is unpredictable. So I kept the simulator here for safety considerations. Never thought I would be activating it today. I've completed all the pre-operational checks. I'll activate the simulator and let you test out the component scanning feature. Let's see if you can locate the blight core with the new component. Just stay in the containment zone and you'll be safe. I'm here, so there's no need to be afraid.
Perform a scan. Oh, okay. Right there.
Success. The scan has revealed the blight core.
Ooh, awesome.
So, why are we getting this if we already know this? Well, there's a difference. Remember that we used to be able to scan blight cores before, but only after we connected Tata to a protocol signal tower, because he expanded the scan to the whole area. Now we can still do that, but without Tata. Just saying that it's now in our wrist, basically, and that it works. Ready? So nothing's changed here. It's just reminding you of how to use it.
Test component feature V&V complete. Leave the packaging to me. I'll also refer to your usage logs and regularly iterate on stable releases.
Yeah,
I
we can
also
still
verified
work.
the properties of this blight incident. Nefarith was using existing energy pools of the ether rift. She can't create new rifts out of nothing, at least for now.
That's good.
Nevertheless, this remains the most severe blight incident in Valley 4 in the last 10 years. If we'd let Nefarith have her way, half the entire valley would have been gone.
Yeah, we still need to find her. I need to talk to her about important stuff. You know, like blight and ether and originum. We need to figure out her true goals.
She slipped through our fingers. Now, we managed to seal the Valley 4 rift mainly because we have plenty of data from our ether test site. Tata's sealing of the rift is a very, very rare exception. Although the data sets off of valuable references, I'm afraid we can't replicate that rift sealing measure anytime soon. Now I wonder, what emotes would Tata use when it sees the crisis ending in Valley 4?
Actually, during our last battle, Tata sacrificed itself.
I thought as much when I saw the anomalous readings after the rift disappeared. You didn't really think I'd throw a grief tantrum, did you? Is that why you were so measured and hesitant when talking?
No, it's not like that. It's just... You did so much to build Tata. So did Andre and Crow. But we...
Come on, guys. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Tata's sacrifice saved countless lives at Valley 4. As a scientist, I'm genuinely happy about this, and I'm glad that it completed its duty. It's natural for us to miss Tata and feel sad. But what we should do is remember how many lives it saved, and make full use of all the data it provided for us. And then, we'll do our best to avert the next crisis, right? Absolutely. Such panache and confidence. No wonder you're the administrator. All right, we should be done with the data simulation. Now run along and chase down that signal for me. I would be very upset if we had to endure more ether eruptions.
Fiona, can you help Yvonne trace that signal?
Originium Science Park data link request verified. 0 issues. We can now input our directives. The target's current location is the power plateau, near the Originium power plant.
Okay, time to start our field test. I need to find out which punk's responsible for that annoying blip on my radar.
See, I told you she'd be fine. And also, is Fiona always hearing what we're saying? Perlica didn't even have to explain the situation. She was just like, hey, did you get that? The thing? Can you do it? And Fiona was like, yep, immediately. She may be catching some awkward conversations. Actually, no. They're pretty measured when speaking, but anyways.
I thought the signal was next to the power plant. Yvonne, you sure you gave us the right coordinates?
Data feedback looks stable. There shouldn't be any problems.
What's that? Did some machine just explode?
No, it's a battle.
What? You gotta go and check it out! I'll be with you in a bit.
This
Battle.
place feels pretty hot. Was a caster here?
These look like cuts left by a sword.
Oh, look at that. Well, that's interesting. The previous path is blocked, and now there's blight over here. Lucky that we can scan it and get rid of it. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Enfield.
Who are
Do
you?
not forget your promise.
What? Wait, hey, don't go. What promise?
Lycia.
Perlica? Lycia.
You know her? Is she an Enfielder?
She was. Now she's just an old acquaintance.
Oh.
That
Oh, do you know
means
who she reminds me of?
Just a single glance and I can definitely tell she's a master with the blade. Oh, I really hope I can spar with her.
Oh, she reminds me of A2 from Nier Automata. Heavy A2 vibes.
I just received a report. Are you at the Originium power plant?
I'm sorry, Nefarith who? I think I know who I want to pull for next.
Professor Crow, the power plant is a total mess. Are you alright?
I managed to find safe places for everyone, but these landbreakers just won't quit. The fever leading them is a giant bigger than the gate itself. The patrolling crewmates sounded the alarm when they saw him from afar. But the LBs didn't make it inside. Someone stopped them. That big fellow also ran for his life.
Ether energy signal. Could it be Rodan?
What do you mean could it be Rodan? Rodan is dead. You remember? Wolfguard killed him, stuck a knife in his head. He's dead. He's gone. What do you mean he actually lives? No. That's bullshit. I mean, he leaves, quote unquote, because you can still fight it, but that's just for game purposes. Why would you even suggest Rodan, who said he's a weaver? That doesn't make any sense. I mean,
signal disappear.
whatever.
I gotta run back to my lab and analyze this data. See you later, guys. Call me if you need help.
No problem.
That little girl. Well, I got a check on the wounded. Thank you for lending us your support, Handmin.
So tell me about Lycia.
Yes. We once worked as a team. Lycia is pursuing her own hunt. She regards ether events as tracks left by her prey. She left Endfield and has since operated solo, keeping communication with others to a minimum.
So she just popped out of nowhere because of the ether activity, right? Her hunt sounds like a real hassle.
That's interesting.
Because she intends to keep a promise.
Oh no, don't tell
A
me.
promise that you personally made with her.
Oh, come on, Parlica. Promise with you, promise with Lycia, promise with who else? Oh, you can be sure I'll remember her name. I mean, after all, she seems very interesting. Well, she has a nice attire and abilities, a cool sword as well. I mean,
Supervisor
yeah,
Parlica, we have an emergency call, code U3. The three major factions of the Civilization Band are calling. They've received news of the Endman's awakening.
Understood. Get Dijong prepped and ready. We'll head back ASAP.
Who snitched? No, I'm just kidding. Presumably these are good guys that we're gonna be meeting with. But yeah, I'm actually no break for us, but I'm actually very excited for Lycia.
Valley 4 got really messed up. About time someone called to show their concern.
Endman, let's head back to Dijong. Don't worry. This is just part of the procedure. And this time, I'll be standing right by your side.
You know, I know I'm being too stubborn about Lycia, but I really loved the presentation, that her design, her motivation, she's totally A2 from Near Automata. I mean, if you've played that game, if you've watched the anime, or hopefully you've played the game because it's more in-depth than the anime, you know what I'm talking about. You see the connections. That it's not just her physical appearance, it's also her quest, her story. Like, she got separated from Enfield, she's on her own personal quest, and that's so cool. I guess I'm not gonna pull for anyone until Lycia comes out, because she's gotta come out, right? If they don't play Hyperdrift, listen to me, if you don't place her on the banner, I'm gonna be very mad. I'm gonna riot, I'm gonna boycott everything, I'm gonna burn, I mean unless she's like something like Dainsleif from Genshin Impact. And I'm sorry, Dainsleif fans, I know you're coping hard right now, but he's never going to be on a banner. Unless she's like Skirk. Surely it's going to take a lot of time before she shows up in a banner. Maybe I could pull for a Levitane rerun. I don't know, I just know that I want her. And I still need to talk to Nefarith because it's not gonna work. Sadly, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna go and say to Nefarith, I thought about you said that I need time, and you're right. You're right. I think it's also more about you than me. So it's not that there's someone else. I mean, yes, there is someone else technically, but it's just not gonna work, right? Imagine. I'm not that delusional. I'm just playing. But what comes here is actually very exciting and very interesting. The Conference of the Four, finally! I'll be able to do the character quests, and this is the final quest in this first part.
Channel encryption completed. Contact code U3 verified. Initiate connection to the channel. This is OMV Dijong. Is the audio channel stable for our 3 honorable representatives?
Central Ministerial Committee of the United Workers Syndicates of Talos 2 speaking. Channel is clear.
The representative spokesperson of the Talos 2 General Chamber of Commerce now connected. Channel is clear.
Affiliated Hongshan Academy of Sciences of Tianshi Bureau of Great Yan. Link verified. Channel is clear.
Without further delay, I am Supervisor Perlica of Endfield Industries. I respectfully request the Assembly's attention as I brief the current situation. Pursuant to our considerations of the Band Accord, we...
Don't say your name. I mean, none of them said their name. You're just gonna be revealing information to who.
This concludes the operational summary of Endfield Industries in Valley 4. The digital report has been distributed to all delegates simultaneously. Given the threats encountered during our deployment of the Protocol Automation Core, we conclude that the Zeroth Directive is being targeted and obstructed with deliberate intent.
Pardon if I offended, Administrator, but I must verify the sections in the report regarding the current state of your memory faculties.
It's true.
At least your condition has not deteriorated. I offer you my sincere wish for your speedy recovery.
We need more than just courage and unity to overcome challenges. Planning and contingent alternatives are far more important. And these are the elements that we do not lack.
To refocus on the issue, the harm caused to the people of Valley 4 constitutes a serious breach of UWST's core interests. The Bone Crusher clan will face region-wide pursuit with authorization granted for immediate neutralization without prior notice.
Although a particular gentleman in our midst is getting excited about certain prospects, we must update all attendants with bad news. During the Valley 4 incident, the Order of Steel Oak picked up signals of non-Anguloid activities. The location is near a rift along the northern front.
This is not an isolated incident. The spread of ether has gained significant speed.
Also during this time, an Aldertone traveling south found tracks that we've never seen before. And these tracks are still giving off ether emissions as we speak. I believe everyone knows what this is about. If we were to assume the worst, the great enemy from a century ago is planning a return. Its vanguard has already paid us a visit.
Everyone, let us confront the reality before us. The gravity of the situation leaves no space for delayed or indecisive responses. Pursuant to the Band Accord, the Laboratory shall restore the special authority level of Enfield Industries regarding the entirety of the civilization band, effective immediately.
Wow. That's cool.
Priority access and authority to execute on-site disposition shall be restored to the Administrator in the agreed-upon regions. The Accordatory shall support Enfield Industries in executing crisis management operations within territories under Accord jurisdiction.
We deeply appreciate your support. Endfield intends to initiate a post-incident investigation at the earliest opportunity. Dijong shall report all investigative findings to the Civilization Band in full.
This vibe reminds me of that meeting 10 years ago. And Administrator and Supervisor Perlica, I hope to host you both in the free city of La Fantoma.
La Fantoma? I think I've heard that before.
Supporting the Order of Steel Oath is the priority for our industrial mothership. We must crush the enemy threat in its infancy.
Suspicious signs have been identified in the Wuling Scientific Developmental District under HAS jurisdiction. We have proactively conveyed this information to the UWST and the TGCC. Our findings at Wuling show many similarities to the incident at Valley 4. We kindly request that Enfield representatives visit our facilities soon to prioritize this matter.
Similarities? Do they include ether rifts?
The sighting was reported by the Wuling Scientific Developmental District. It is also one of the target locations of our current plan. Given the ties between Wuling and Enfield, I believe everyone understands its importance to the Civilization Band. We kindly request your aid.
Understood. We shall address this matter with the gravity it demands.
If there are no further matters, this ad hoc meeting is hereby adjourned. We anticipate the forthcoming formal meeting with the Administrator until we reconvene.
That was cool. You get to do this all the time, Perlica? I mean, I could fill in for you if sometimes you don't want to do it.
These new findings have everyone on edge. We must begin resolving the matter right away.
Supervisor Perlica, the HAS has sent a set of highly classified authorization protocols. Do you have the time to process them right now?
Go on, I'll be fine.
Okay, Endman. I'll talk to you later.
And I gotta say, the voice acting for those three representatives was actually pretty good. The UWST representative in particular, he sounds so familiar. I feel like I've heard him before somewhere else. Could it be Warframe? It kind of sounds like someone's from Fortuna, like the Biz, you know, the business. But I could be wrong. If you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's actually awesome. Good to know that we're not alone in this and that we are on the same page regarding our objectives towards Ether. Let's do the Nexus upgrade while I'm still reviewing the facts. Apparently, there's a city called La Fantoma. There's a city called Wuling. I got the impression that's where we're headed next. Which I must admit I've been a little bit spoiled, but because I saw a dev video about the AIC factory, that's all I saw. I don't know anything else apart from the fact that there's this new character on the current banner called Tang Tang. But yeah, pretty excited about that. I love this game. I love every single thing that it's been throwing at me. Well, just a few exceptions, but just little stains that I'm willing to overlook because the game has been so good. And this clue this clue system is one of those things that I'm like, but I'm doing it. So what else? Yeah, something about an ether trace and south of the planet. What else? That the UWST has their own mothership as well. I mean, granted, they all came here with the ships, but seems UWST still has theirs around. I wonder if we'll be able to visit that ship eventually. This chair, so comfy. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy. Well, Valley 4 should indeed be safe for now. But I still need to think what I should do. What a view. I really love this view. What should I do? Well, I think I already know what to do with Nefarith. It's heartbreaking, but it has to be done. I need to optimize the PAC. I need to know exactly what measures we'll take against the Ether. Because if it's just gonna pop out like it... Hello? Who was that? I must be seeing things, I'm too tired. Anyways, what was I saying? If it's just gonna show up at Ether Rift out of nowhere, we need to be more prepared for that. But if only I knew who am I. That would be so helpful. It's Ghost Perlica!
You gave everything to ensure the survival of life. With all retreat cut off, you placed your hope in the Zeroth Directive.
Oh no, I'm back here. No, don't tell me I died. Ghost Perlica shows up and next thing I know I'm dead? No, 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 no. This gotta be a dream. This must be a dream, please.
Go forth and touch it. You have one last chance.
And who's that voice? Is that you, Ghost Perlica?
That was yours. Remember your calling.
Easier said than done.
The only gift you left for yourself.
What do you mean? What is this gift that I left for myself? You're not telling me. I don't understand. This is a PAC, but what's it doing here? Where is this? Ah, whatever. Here goes nothing.
There were 128,793 Terrans on Talos II at your birth. A single gate bridged two worlds. We crossed the vast cosmos and arrived at this foreign home. However, all our dreams and plans fell into ruin with that same gate. Behind us, the broken bridge crumbled. Every famine and mass casualty risked dooming our civilization. The First Angloid War saw this world spawn countless war machines, steeped in malice. You led the fledgling alliance and banished the threat into the ether side. Pioneering bases lost, Originium and you ravaged. Victory's toll was heavy. Then the Humiliation War reignited fratricide, nearly pushing Terrans to the edge of full-scale civil war. The seed you sowed bloomed in time. At the cliff's edge, people paused and pledged the Band Accord. Decades later, we ushered in an age of prosperity. Cities rose in the south. The civilization band grew rapidly. Time and time again, you rose from your slumber to guide civilization, leading us away from the broken bridge. However, as the enemy licked its wounds, we scrounged for resources and survival, neglecting our original vision. And the Originium's wounds never truly healed. The decay spread. With every slumber, you lost more. In year 139, as the exiles returned, the Second Angloid War stood at our doorstep. We were forced to initiate an ill-prepared expedition. Your sacrifice exceeded the worst thresholds. The Originium is still collapsing. We never truly left that broken bridge. Execute the Zeroth Directive. Deploy the PAC. Revive the Pulse of Life. Treasure your very last chance.
My very last chance? Well, that's ominous. Anyways, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a glimpse of this. And I don't know you guys, but to me at least, it looks a lot like this. Cloak, skull, pauldrons, swords in the back. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's got nothing to do with the sarcophagus. The damage dealt to the Originium is metaphysical in nature. The Endman's health will only get worse with every awakening.
But the memory loss means we're running out of time.
Then you should have faith in the Endman. The repairs can only be performed by the Endman. Our mission is to create favorable conditions.
But our Endman's lost all memory. We can't force a drowning person to learn to swim. It makes no sense.
Now, we didn't come up with the automated industry complex to make bottles and jars. Remember the assimilated universe? If the Protocol Originium can find... Yo! Just woke up? We were talking about you just now.
Who are you, and why do you look like Calcit? Can you answer me that? You even dressed like her.
That means you're doing fine. Letting Perlica hang around with you seems pretty helpful for your recovery.
M3, I believe this is the Endman's first meeting with you. And Endman, you might not remember this, but M3 was right next to me during your awakening.
Oh, I remember.
Yes, I was. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm M3. As for who I am, I'm your friend. That should suffice.
M3 is also one of the executors of the Zeroth Directive. She specifically made this trip back to Dijiang in order to verify your status, Endman.
I'm also here to feed you additional intel about that special request from HAS. Perlica, the source of trouble is the Wuling Very Large Rift. It's the largest ether rift of the Civilization Band. Unfortunately, we picked up traces of ether energy activities at that place. Traces that are completely identical with the signal samples of Valley 4. Nefarith, I bet. She's not even trying to hide her next objective. I think she's doing this on purpose to taunt us.
Yeah, there's someone else pulling her strings.
Every Enfielder is working hard to solve this issue, so I'm not too worried about it. What makes me really concerned is you, Endman. If something within the ether side is still struggling to return to this planet, then Nefarith is just a small timer meant to divert our attention. Our enemies are closely tied to the ether. The Protocol Automation Core will be a thorn in their eyes, but they won't slow down just to cater your memory loss.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Good. You're still your old self. I knew Perlica worried too much. I really want to be a part of your Wuling trip. But we got bigger problems at other places. Go and deal with Nefarith. I believe we will meet again soon.
I knew it, we're going to Wuling. Nice. Yes? Yeah, you worry too much, Perlica. I do understand why. But I'm still the admin. Let's talk. Yeah, we need more intel about Wuling, next step Wuling, of course. But I'm more interested about M3. She looks a lot like that character from Arknights, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, Calcit, go watch the series or play the original game. The series can tell you more in less time, so I really recommend it.
M3 is one of our elite operators. She is responsible for carrying out combat missions of the highest secrecy and utmost danger. many factions and their stragglers have not given up their dreams of our destruction. M3 has removed many obstacles, both overt and covert, for Endfield. Her actions gave us the chance to complete our preparations for the Protocol Automation Core.
Well, that's very nice, but you still didn't tell me much about her. I mean, for the admin, that she's an elite operator should suffice. But you can't fool me. I know there's more that you're not telling me.
Wuling City is a key center of science and research of the Hongshan Academy of Sciences. The HAS is a longtime partner of Endfield. It's also why Chen got involved with Endfield in the first place. In addition to monitoring the very large rift, Wuling City also built plenty of living amenities in the region. The city is a home they rebuilt atop a disaster site. It is an inspiring symbol for the people of Hongshan. Wuling is also pursuing a special research project on something called Shiranite. Their aim is to overcome Etherside disasters. Endfield already has plans to deploy an automation core in Wuling City and set up our AIC factory over there. This operation happens to work in favor of our plans.
I didn't notice those were PACs floating outside. I thought they were smaller ships.
And Chen is quite familiar with Wuling City. We can count on her help for this operation. Since we're unsure of how many cards Nefarith has in her hands, we should be as fully prepared as possible. Once you believe everything is set, we shall depart for our mission from Dijiang.
Enman, I've made some progress. We completed our high confidentiality level handshake with HAS. Landing protocol is in the works. Supervisor Perlica will be waiting for you aboard Dijiang.
Cool. And yeah, I understand that Chen was born and raised in Wuling City. This should be very interesting from what I've seen. It's a nice and cool city. Oh, I'm so excited because this opens a lot more for our Endfield journey. Level up our operators even more materials, more factory blueprints, formulas and stuff, stories, operators, etc. It's so exciting, and I'm actually really happy to share this with you. So, as I mentioned, in the next episodes you can expect to see 4 quests. I think I'm gonna be doing 1 episode for each quest. I think I'm gonna be going in this order: Yvonne, then Gilberta, then Levitain, and finally Wolfguard, because Yvonne is the one that I know already from the main story. And yeah, those are actually pretty interesting. And thank you very much for being here, for joining me in this epic story of Arknights Endfield. The Arknights world is actually really rich. It's expanding at a crazy rate. Actually, it's almost becoming something like the Fate universe, you know, like Fate Zero, Fate State Night, Fate Grand Order. I haven't actually gotten into any of that because it can be a little bit overwhelming, just like the Warhammer universe. But hey, if it's interesting and you feel passionate about it, why not, right? And we've basically finished the main story for the first part of Endfield. I know I've said that a lot, but I really like to reiterate that. We're starting a new stage right now. Those 4 episodes, we can call them like an epilogue. Like, is that what you call it? Like a conclusion to the story. There's still going to be episodes, and there's still gonna have the traditional format, but I'm right now starting my work on the next part of the series. I hope you like it, because I'm gonna add a little bit of a treat there. As you notice, I treat this like an anime series with its corresponding opening and ending, so that should give you a little bit of a hint about what I'm planning next, right? Wink wink, nudge nudge. So, once again, that's it for today. Thank you for being with me. If you made it to this part of the video, I'm so glad. That's all I needed. And stick around for more. My name is Koshxs, this was Arknights Endfield, and I wish you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.
Two souls colliding. We shared the pieces of ourselves, it's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. Don't fight the fire, too much too fast to burn us out. We walk the